Hi everyone, in this video I am going to tell about how to get the equation for the seventh segment. And here we want to consider the output value as 1. We are going to make the equation where the output have 1 as the value. So we want to avoid the 0 value. And here we have 10 inputs only because we have the count 0 up to 9. So we don't have the output for input after this ninth line. And those inputs are 1010, 1011, 1100, 1101, 1110, and the last one is 1111. Now we are going to consider the D0 output and we will make the equation for the D0 output. So here we want to consider the output where we have the 1 as the value. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outputs. We have 1. So we want to check the input. How can we get the output value as 1? So this is the multiplication and here we have all are 0. All inputs have 0 value. So how can we get the output as 1 for the first row? So we want to get the complement of the each inputs. In that way, we can get output as 1 because all are multiplication. So if we multiply this A, B, C, D, we will get 0 value because 0 into 0 into 0 into 0 is equal to 0. So for the first row, we will have A bar, B bar, C bar, and D bar. When the all inputs have the complement, we can get the output as 1 for D naught. At the same like, we will consider the next row. Here we have 1 value for the third row. This is first row, second row, and this is third row. So here we have 0 for A, B, and D, and we have 1 for C. So we will write A bar, B bar, C, and D bar. And we want to add this because this is sum of products. Then for the next line, A bar, B, so next one is here. Here we have A bar, B bar, C, D. Next one is A bar, B, C bar, D. And next one, here, A bar, B, C, and D bar. Because A bar will have the value as 1. And when we consider this row, A bar, sorry, not A bar, it is A because we have 1 here. A, B bar, C bar, and D bar. And the last one is A, B bar, C bar, and D. So this is the way to make the equation for every output. Like this, we can create the equation for each output as D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6. Now we are going to see how to create the K-map for all outputs. Those outputs are D node, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, and D6. First, we can see here, this is AB and this is CD. We can draw the K-map. First, we can have the inputs in column side and row side. Then, we want to put the all 1 values and 0 values, and we want to put the output for non-usable inputs. Like those values have 1010 up to 1111. So first I will put the cross for unusable inputs by these inputs where we get the output. So these are the unusable input values have the output. Now for the D node, we want to consider the first we will put the one output. So 0 0 0 0, then 0 0 1 0, 0 0 1 0. Like this, I will fill those all input and output. Now we have 3 0 value here and 7 1 values for the K-map. Then we are going to group this K-map. And for the K-map grouping, we have some rules. Only the power of to number of cells in each group. Like we can have 2 or 4 or 8 cells in one group. Growth should be as large as possible, and each one value must be in at least one group, and overlapping is allowed. So I'm going to group this, and I'm consider the outputs for unusable input also. So this is the first group, and this is second, this is third, and these are the fourth grouping, and this is the last group. So you can see in this KMap also. So now we can get all the simplified expression by using this group. First, I'm going to consider this group. You can see here the A is not changed. Like here also we have 1, and in this row also we have 1. And when we check the CD values, the C and D values are changing in this row because we have 4 columns here. So now I will write the value for this group. So for this group, A is the value because B is changing and C and D also change. Then next group, here you can see B value is not changed. So, and we have 1 here. So B, and here we have C bar and D because C is equal to 0 and D is equal to 1. And this is not changed because this is in one column only. So C bar D. Then this H grouping, we want to consider the all 4 edges. So here, when we consider these 2 rows, this row and this row, you can see B is not changed, and the value for the B is B bar because in these 2 rows B have 0 value. So then, and for this row and this row, here C is not changing, D is changed from 0 to 1. So here C bar because C have a value as 0. So B bar, C bar. Sorry, this is not B bar, C bar. This is here 0 is changed to 0 to 1. Sorry, C is changed to 0 to 1 and D is not changed. They have the same value as 0. So B bar, D bar. So this is the equation for the H grouping. And next group, this one. Here we can see all the AB value will change and CD value is not change. So for C we have 1 and for the D we have 0. So C, D, bar. And the last grouping is here. So here B is not changed because we have 0 in first row and 0 in fourth row. And B value of the B is 0. So we want to consider B's complement and it's D bar. Next, and C and D is not changed. So C into D bar because D have the value as 0. B bar C into D bar. Now this is the simplified equation for the output D naught. Following these steps, we can get all the simplified equation for all 7 outputs. We will see about the K-map in upcoming videos. Until goodbye and take care. Thank you.